This life is a long ride, strife, full of wisdom, truth, and full of lies. I found love a couple times. It's nice, had a couple trusted friends and some, but now this life is a long ride, strife. The test of a man is how to survive. I had thoughts of suicide and family life, a coward 1,000 times.
Okay, it's not my first time in this hemisphere. Lord knows I've been here. I fucked up before, so I understand my condition here. Born no knowledge of self, though my parents' efforts were sincere. Became a thunderous wanderer, lost in this biosphere. Nana on her deathbed, telling me I'm tired, dear. At the age of 4, that was yesteryear. Now I'm at 34, showing signs for spirit here. Too young to think to press beyond the stratosphere. Became numb to love through the trust ish that never heal. Damage people, watch yourself in this minefield. Best believe I tell you these things are real. Your flesh knows yourself, man. Praying for Lord to interfere. God knows I've been going through shit, even through it all. I found lessons in it. Though my soul has never found peace with every step, I gain strength, so I swear I'll never quit.
This life is a long ride, strife, full of wisdom, truth, and full of lies. I found love a couple times. It's nice, had a couple trusted friends and some, but now this life is a long ride, strife. The test of a man is how to survive. I had thoughts of suicide and family life, a coward 1,000 times. Choose your life.
The test of a man is the grit that he shows. The way he stands up on his feet and takes like bumps and blows. In this furnace of affliction, you can't be no hoe. The character of a man ain't shown. When things are good, when things are low. Lord knows I didn't walk through the fire. Feet to the coals, had a couple demons try to take my soul. While leaving footprints in the sand as I stroll. In this mission of ascension for this vessel gets sold. Generational curses sometimes take they toll. No man is a prophet in the land of his home. In the man's household are many foes. Family means well, but most times they pigeonhole. I pray the Father welcome this prodigal son home. Just living out my life right in my wrongs. If I die tonight, no fear, my soul lives
This
on.
life is a long ride, strife, full of wisdom, truth, and full of lies. I found love a couple times. It's nice, had a couple trusted friends and some, but now this life is a long ride, strife. The test of a man is how to survive. I had thoughts of suicide and family life, a coward 1,000 times. Choose your life. This life is a long ride.
Alright, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You understand? It is Monday. Hold on, allow me to share the class real quick. Make sure y'all share the class online. Hold on 1 second. So it's Monday, the history class. So what we go over is line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little. You understand? So today's class, what we're gonna be going over, you understand, is breaking down who's the dragon. You know what I'm saying? What are the heads of the dragon? You know what I'm saying? And what are the horns of the dragon? We're gonna be mostly in Revelation chapter 12 this week. You know what I'm saying? For this week. So the purpose of this is to use historical records to pull the rose-colored lenses off your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bible speaks a lot in analogies, allegories, metaphors, and similes. You understand? And if you're not seasoned, you know, it'll just go completely over your head. You know what I'm saying? And you have to understand the people of that time, like, they talk like us. You know what I'm saying? Black people talking metaphors, paraphrase things, and use metatasks all the time to describe things. You know, i.e., you know what I'm saying? You know, pot calling tea kettle black. You know what I'm saying? What's lit to a can of oil. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know the times, you know what I'm saying, and what's going on in the reference to the context of that, you're gonna be like, well, what the hell are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you have to put yourself in the time frame of what's going on, right? So in Revelations, you know, John the Revelator. You know what I'm saying? You got John. He's been banished to the Isle of Patmos. You know what I'm saying? For prison to serve out his sentence. You know what I'm saying? So the people that sentenced him was the Roman guard. You feel me? So you got to put yourself in that mindset and the things that are going on in that time to really understand the things that are being like arbitrarily described to you. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna jump right into it. Let me get there with you. Let's go to Revelations 12:1. When you got it, go ahead and read it.
Check. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet.
All right. So this is not literal, right? So John is first and foremost, he's having a vision. You know what I'm saying? So hold on, let me pull this up real quick. Let's see. Yeah. So keep reading.
Come on.
We'll start from the beginning again.
Come on. Revelation chapter 12, verse 1. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun, and the moon under her feet.
All right. So there's a woman that's clothed with the sun and the moon. All right. So what does the sun? What is the sun? What is the moon? Like don't get deep. Just think about Genesis and what the Lord said the sun and the moon are.
Well, I mean, you want like the literal sun and moon, or
Yeah, like what he said in Genesis, what the sun and the moon is.
Well, the moon is to be used for like, you know.
I'm gonna give you a hint: greater and lesser.
Greater, let's say like, you know, greater, lesser light.
Yeah. Okay. So the sun, you know, we gonna keep it real plain Jane, right? So the sun and the moon were greater and lesser lights. All right. So what does light mean? What does light do?
Light, you know, I guess takes away darkness.
Right.
You know,
So in the darkness, you know, like shadow of doubt, right? So in the darkness, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see what's behind you, what's left to you, what's to the right of you. You know what I'm saying? So light represents wisdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, Christ said that he was the light of the world. You know what I'm saying? No man can come through the Father except through him. Now, in the beginning of Revelation chapter 12, you have a woman that's clothed in the sun and the moon, which is the greater and the lesser light, right? Okay? So she's clothed in all wisdom, right? What is this wisdom? The wisdom of the Creator, because the Creator created the sun and the moon, the greater and the lesser light. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell the night from the day. You understand? The darkness from the light. All right, keep reading.
And upon her head a crown of 12 stars.
You understand? All right, and upon her head was the crown of 12 stars. All right, I mean, you should understand what that is. If you don't, you know what I'm saying? Right? What's the 12 stars?
12 tribes of Israel.
12 tribes of Israel. Right? So the woman represents the bridegroom of Christ. Right? Okay, the bridegroom of Christ is the nation of Israel. And we are clothed in the light, the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High God, the greater and lesser light. You know what I'm saying? All right, keep reading.
And she, being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pained to be delivered.
All right, so she's with child, right? So okay, so you got to think about this, right? So John is having a vision of the future, right? All right, and in the future, he knows who the children of Israel are, and the knowledge that was given unto them, right? But then he says, the bride of the bridegroom, she's with child. You know what I'm saying? To be carried. So what is when a woman is pregnant, she goes through great pain to deliver that child, right? Travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. So if the woman represents the bride to the bridegroom, which is the nation of Israel, what is the child that she's in pain to deliver into this earth, right?
I guess the child is.
So I'm gonna be just like General Muhammad. So the bridegroom is Christ,
right?
The bride is Israel. The bride is pregnant with a child, okay, and is in great pain to try and deliver this child into the earth. What is the child?
I guess it would be the child is the knowledge.
Okay, the knowledge of what?
The knowledge of who we are.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. Just all right. So you are Uriah. What's your wife's name? Makara. All right. Okay. All right. Kahan is what of you? I mean, he's your son, but what is he of you? She went through great pain to deliver what of you?
My seed.
Your seed, right? So what is the seed of Christ? This is all metaphorical. So Christ is the bridegroom, Israel is the bride. And Israel is going through great pain to bring something into the earth.
The seed of Christ would be, I guess, a sinless nation or a reborn nation, without flaws.
Okay, so all right, you own it. All right, so we're supposed to, I don't want to give it away. So we're supposed to imitate Christ, right?
Right, like a son would do his father.
Right, so is Christ here?
Is Christ not physically?
So what of Christ is here?
The Spirit of Christ.
What?
The Spirit of Christ.
Right. So what is Israel having pain to bring forth into the earth?
The Spirit of Christ.
Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So Israel is in turmoil, right? Like we bombarded on every side. Like we're such a great nation, wise, you know what I'm saying, with the knowledge of the Lord, okay? And we're going through great pain, first and foremost, to find out who we are. You know what I'm saying? Secondly, you understand, to find our records. Thirdly, you know what I'm saying, being hunted on every side because of who we are and not knowing why we're being hunted on every side because of who we are. And then once you find out who you are, you understand, working to wake up your brothers and sisters. You can ask any brother or sister in the UPK. It's a very tumultuous task. It's tiring. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go out here week after week after week after week. You know what I'm saying? Preaching the same message. Just like they preached back then, the kingdom of God is at hand. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. I mean, you can attest to this being at camp. You know what I'm saying? The brothers that come up against the camp, like, and then it be Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like my sister said. I mean, she worldly, but she got some zeal, but just not according. Now she's like, I mean, ain't we talking about Christ? Exactly. So what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, Christians will argue with you up and down about not eating shrimp, pork, crab, lobster, not celebrating Christmas, Thanksgiving, or any of the holidays, but it's in the Bible. You a Christian, right? We just talking about Christ. So you mad at me because I want to be more Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? So it's grievous. It's grievous to bring forth the true spirit of Christ into this earth, because our people are perishing or have perished due to lack of knowledge. Right. And our people are lazy because they have grew fat on the wickedness that they think are riches that are in this earth. Right. You got something you want to say? Go ahead.
And shout out to my boy Dwayala, because he kind of said this on his last lesson he did. They drunk. They drunk. Wine.
You know what I'm saying? They drunk on the wine of Esau.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's the old saying? Man, you can sip the Kool-Aid, man. You can sip the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And look, they didn't sip the Kool-Aid, and Esau and K-Roll the drink, nigga.
And it's crazy because they look at us like at some point we finna drink the Kool-Aid, but you didn't already sip the punch. That's why you died.
Right.
And we live, ain't that we live deliciously, but you know what? We live without fear.
Right.
And it's more so we fear the Most High. So everything else that goes on in this place, we kind of take a look to. We damn near spectators. We kind of like, to our own nation of people, we damn near seem like another nation, because the stuff that we see, it affects our people, but inside the truth, it's like that barrier, that hedge of protection, it just exists over us. So a lot of stuff, like, yeah, we get pulled over because some of us speed, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I can't think of anything else that, you know, really happens that's unnatural, should I say.
You feel me? So it's like, so, you know, what you have to understand is, the scriptures say, if any man that come to serve the Lord prepare himself for temptation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Satan ain't never really came for you before. Satan ain't never came after you before. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you done went through hard times being in the world, but every brother and sister that is in the truth, their story is the same. Like, the way the story escalates may be different, but the things they go through is the same.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can tell me that you're going through that I can't tell you a story about a brother or sister in his truth that went through it and overcame it. That's why the scripture says that no man is tempted above what is common to man.
Right.
If you a drug addict, somebody overcame drugs. If you an alcoholic, somebody overcame being an alcoholic. If you're a whore, somebody overcame being a whore. If you're a whoremonger, someone overcame being a whoremonger, so on and so forth, and so on down the line. You understand? But it is a grievous process to bring forth the true spirit of Christ into this earth. And that's what it's talking about in this scripture. That is the child, that the woman that is clothed in the moon and the stars, the wisdom of the Lord, who's wearing a crown of 12 stars, who are the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You understand? And the child that she's trying to bring forth, because she is the bride of the bridegroom, and the bridegroom is Christ, to bring forth his seed into the earth, his spirit. You understand? So it's very grievous to be Christ-like, to be perfect in this earth. It's very hard because there's so many distractions to take you away from your true purpose. All right? Keep reading.
Verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon.
A great red what?
Dragon.
Stop. All right? So, Christians would be like, oh man, it's, Satan, you know what I'm saying? He red, got a lizard tongue, he got horns and a tail and a pitchfork, you know what I'm saying? He live on, see, like, you gotta take the fictional lenses off. And he breathed fire. You understand? So that's what we're going to do today. So today's lesson is the dragon, the heads, and the horns. All right. So what I want you to do is I just recently just text you. The last one. I want you to pull up that text message. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen. Hold on. Yeah. And boys don't even know where that time come from. You know what I'm saying? Like they think it's just a firearm. You know what I'm saying? Let's go all the way back to Rome. Hold on, let me get the screen right so they can see what you're looking at. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. So what you gotta understand is this is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. If you can't break down these scriptures to where a child can understand it, you just simply don't know what you're talking about. You know, if a child reads the Bible and it says that it's talking about a dragon, and you start talking about a mystical being that lives under the earth with a pitchfork like he the boogeyman. So if you believe in that, what stop a child from believing in unicorn and fairies? You know what I'm saying? You have to go back to the time that they were in, what was going on, who was in rulership, what was their emblem. I'm giving too much by just saying that. Hold on, I'm about to transition it over so y'all can see it better. All right, let's see. Just a little bit. Boom, boom. All right, go ahead.
Con.
Mm-hmm.
The Dacian Draco. The Dacian Draco was the standard ensign of troops of the ancient Dacian people, which can be seen in the hands of the soldiers of Decebalus in several scenes depicted in Trajan's column in Rome, Italy.
In where?
Rome, Italy.
In where?
Rome, Italy.
Mm-hmm.
It has the form of a dragon.
The form of a what?
Of a dragon.
Of a what?
Of a dragon.
Okay, so while you hold that, so the beginning of verse 3 said, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. You understand? So what is the dragon? You know what I'm saying? Is what you have to ask yourself. So we going into the historical records, you understand, to find out what the dragon is. Keep reading.
Con. It has the form of a dragon with open wolf-like jaws containing several metal tongues. The hollow dragon's head was mounted on a pole with the fabric tube asphyxiated at the rear. In use, the Draco was held up into the wind or above the head of a horseman, where it filled with air and gave the impression it was alive while making a shrill sound as the wind passed through its strips of material.
You understand? So the Dacian Draco is a dragon with a wolf's head. Alright? So now I want you to go to, let's see, what link I want you to go to. Go to, let's see, go to the one right above that one. What?
In the origins, now I can see this when you read the origins part of this one. It says that the Roman historian Arrian wrote that the Romans took the Draco from the Scythians, most probably a term contemporary for Sarmatians. Sarmatians.
No, that's I mean, but it is Samaritans. But go ahead.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dog.
Go ahead.
Crazy. I mean, it is possible that the serpent or dragon theme was the result of early cartography of the Carpathian mountain range, which resembles a dragon or serpent facing the west with its tail the Black Sea.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like in our area.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So go to the link that I sent you right above that one.
The second one, the Draco Lake Roman.
Right. Let me pull that up. Alright. Okay. So it's going right into what you was just talking about. Alright, so go ahead and read that.
Come. Origins. Sarmatians, Alans, Parthians, and Persians. The Draco standard was originally developed by the cavalry people of the steppes, Edomites,
right,
such as the Sarmatians and the Alans and the Parthians and the Sassanid Persians.
You understand? So you got to understand the order of rulership, right? So you had the Babylonians, then you had the Persians, right? And after the Persians, you have the Greco-Roman Empire. Okay? So the head of the Greco-Roman Empire is Alexander the Great. Right. Alexander the Great went to all the corners of the earth, stealing their knowledge, you know what I'm saying, and taking on their cultures. Right. You know what I'm saying? He was a multicultural devil. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Keep reading. A vagabond. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading.
Come. It may have been used primarily to determine the wind direction for horse archers. Arrian described it as a long sleeve made by sewing pieces of dyed material together. The sleeve tube hung limp when the rider was at rest, but on the move it flew like a serpent and whistled in the wind.
So, well, I don't want to give it away. Go ahead.
The hollow head in the form of a toothed dragon was formed from metal, and the wind passing through it would extend the cloth tube tail attached to the neck of the head. The Draco was also used by the Dacians, and no less than 20 of them are shown in Trajan's column. Other sources mention Parthian and Sassanid Persian Dracos. Not all such standards had dragon heads. The one below on the left from the Trajan's column shows the tubular tail with streamers attached. The head looks more like a dog
Mm-hmm.
with ears than a dragon. On one side, the one beside it has a much more serpentine head and has scalloped rings attached to the tail. With other standards had no head at all, just the fabric tube with some heads looking like wolves or even fishes. These had protruding ears and fins. The images below show the part of the arch of Galerius with several Dracos.
You know what I'm saying? All right. So now drop down to the part where it was talking about the Roman. Yeah, let me put it up on the screen for him. So let me grab something. I need another figure. I forgot to grab. Let's see. Boom. Images. Yeah, that's exactly what I need. Save image as. Ooh. All right, go ahead. I got it.
Gun on gun. The Roman Draco. Draco was adopted first into the Roman cavalry during the second
Into what cavalry?
into the Roman cavalry
Mm-hmm.
during the second century A.D. Possibly the introduction of the Sarmatian cavalry into the Roman army.
Mm-hmm.
Arrian, who was writing circa 137 AD, described it as a Scythian. He most probably meant Sarmatian invention, which was adopted by Roman cavalry. The
Mm-hmm.
Romans first began to use the Draco in cavalry games. The so-called Hippica Gymnasia, these were described by Arrian as glamorized versions of training exercises performed in decorated armor.
Now, so remember, like I said, the Greco-Roman Empire, they basically have the same mindset as a person that started Alexander the Great, to conquer and absorb, right? So, does anybody know? So, all right. So, describe to me the the depiction of the Dacian Draco. What is it based off of what you read? Now, what does it look like? It's a what and a what?
So it's
Hold on, let me put the picture on the screen so they can see it. I'm gonna come back to where we were. Fix it. All right.
it's a dragon. It has like a dragon with a tail, with a long tail that goes in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and then it has I guess it said metal tongues.
But what
So
was the head?
the head was like really like a wolf head.
It was a wolf head. All right. So what? So why would the Roman Empire adopt this symbol? How was the Roman? You know the story of the beginning of the Roman Empire.
You mean like the different tribes of people that came together as far as Rome goes, or?
How it's a story of two.
Oh, you were talking about like Romulus and Remus, right?
Right.
Well, with them, 'cause, I mean that's based in legend. I mean, but
It
it
is.
does have some truth to it per se, I guess.
All right.
But
So
they went and they conquered, the people of the area, and they pretty much erected Rome after one of them died. Then Romulus was like the first king of Rome, or supposedly.
right. So in the statue of Romulus and Remus, what is it?
Like, what is it?
Yeah, like when you see the statue, it's a famous statue, right? It's Romulus and Remus like this, but it's something above it with teats.
I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if I ever seen that.
All right, I'm about to send it to you right now. All right, I got it up on the screen for everybody. Hold on. So the picture of Romulus and Remus is, let's see, send to you right. Boom. She just got the text. All right. The picture picture of Ramus and Ramus.
Oh, wolf. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay,
So
it says
so
he got
that
raised by a
right.
wolf.
Exactly. So so the Rome was known as the wolf, right? So they adopted the moniker of a wolf dragon. You know what I'm saying? Because they went off and conquered all these lands. And as they conquered the land, the wolf's tail got longer and longer and longer. You understand? So whenever a Roman centurion would come into a town to basically tell them to get down and lay down, you had the centurion, which was the head of the troop. He would be carrying an eagle, right? And his right hand man, you never really could really see it like in movies, but you always see him carrying something, and it's something waving in the wind behind it. You know what I'm saying? That's the Dacian Draco, the emblem of Rome. It's the eagle and the Dacian Draco, which is a wolf dragon. You understand? So the dragon that is in Romans 12, when he said a great wonder, he saw another great wonder, a red dragon. What's the colors of Rome?
Red.
Crimson red.
Crimson.
Right. You understand? So the red dragon, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, John is talking about the things that he sees today. You know what I'm saying? So just like how we say like somebody a snake or a rat, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, that boy is a huge rat. Does that mean that he's a big marsupial? No, I don't. It's talking about the character, right? Okay? So the character of something, right? So he said a big red dragon. So he's talking about the entire Roman Empire, okay? And in all of its vastness, okay? Hold on one second. Let's pull out some other info. All right. And if that ain't enough, go to So scroll down to Roman coins of the Dacia. Let me pull it up on the screen for him. Hold on. Let me fix it so they can read what you read. So you gotta understand, like, everything, if Israel is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, so quite naturally, they're gonna communicate like blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans talk. So he's like, man, I saw a big red dragon, bro. That's probably what they called the Romans back in the day. Hey, bro, the dragon's coming, fam. You know what I'm saying? And you know they coming breathing fire, trying to slay everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and lock everything down. You know, we gonna be over here, bro. So, you know, if you trying to pull up, bro, you know, we got food and all that stuff, whatever. You know, the dragons, they burn up everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, we talk in code and lingo. This is who we are. We've been doing this since antiquity. You understand? Hold on one second, y'all. I'm just getting the dimensions right so it don't take over the whole doggone screen so y'all can see what's going on as he read. Alright, transition. Alright, go ahead, bro.
Right there about coins.
Well, on the Wikipedia one that I sent you.
Oh, the Wikipedia one.
Yeah. Where it says Romans coins, it's under representation of the Dacian Draco.
Okay, on that one.
Mm-hmm.
So now, Roman coins of Dacia. The Draco appeared on coins of Roman Emperor Antonius Pius, indicating that it was still the characteristic emblem in the 2nd century.
Mm-hmm.
In AD 250, a coin of Decius, the Roman province of Dacia, holds a wolf or hound-dragon standard.
Mm-hmm.
The same type also occurs on Anatoninanian coins of Claudius Gothicus and Aurelian.
All right, I'm gonna pull up another so they can see like a close up of it. Hold on, cause the URL that it sent you, it goes some craziness. Let's see, Dacia and Draco. Where's it at? Yeah. That's Wikipedia. This is right here. Yeah. Boom. Copy. Alright, I just sent it to you. Did it pull up the actual the Draco?
On this one,
The one I just sent you.
it doesn't pull it up per se. It has
The list.
images and
Alright, hold on, let me screenshot it.
you said the Dacia Dragon.
Alright, do this. Go to here, come here real quick. Just take my phone. Alright, and just read from here and then to this part right here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, bet. Okay, you got it. Shalaki. Alright, go ahead.
Gonga. Some of the more popular coins of Trajan Dacius are the Antoninaini with the Dacia reverse type,
Mm-hmm.
such as this example from the author's collection. Trajan Dacia AD
Alright,
249.
drop down to where it says
For
for
centuries.
centuries. Yeah.
For centuries, the object in Dacia's hand has been misidentified as an ass's head.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest reference I can find about this coin is in Banduri's catalog published in 1718.
Mm-hmm.
The reverse description, Hostem tenet dextra in cujus.
You can just skip to where it says it's translated to.
There we go. Where is it?
It says the reverse. It's in the
Okay,
same.
yeah, translated. It's translated, holding in the right hand a staff at the top of which is the head of an ass.
Mm-hmm.
The catalog of Sulzer's collection, published in 1777, makes the same error. Holding in the right hand a tube with the head of an ass.
Alright. So most people thought that they were just walking around holding a staff that either had a donkey or a horse's head. You understand? But this is a misnomer. You understand? What they were holding was a wolf dragon. You know what I'm saying? Which was the emblem of Rome. And it was on one of the heads of Rome's coin. You know what I'm saying? It had his face on one side and the dragon on the other, right? So in Revelations 12, the dragon that it's talking about is talking about Rome, all right? Now let's go back to Revelations 12 and go to the next part.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And
We'll start at the beginning of verse 3 again.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads.
Having what?
7 heads.
Having what?
7
All right. So let's find out what the 7 heads are. All I didn't? I got you. Hold on. Copy. Boom. Alright, you got it. Alright, let me pull it up on the screen for him to read along with you. Alright, so you gonna go all the way down to the bottom, and I want you to start at alright, yeah, start at the bottom where it says at first the local people.
Gonna At first, the local people, they were now classed as Roman subjects, were extremely hostile to the Roman settlers. Not only had the Romans taken the best land, but they had also imposed taxes on the crops that the local people had produced.
You know what I'm saying? So the Roman Empire, wherever they went, they took the best of the land wherever they went. You understand? And the people were left with the worst of the land, and then they imposed taxes upon them. You understand? For everything that they made off of the worst land, make sure I get my cut first. So they're already getting a morsel of a piece of bread, but I want half the crust off the morsel. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. That sounds like America today. You feel me? But go ahead.
This led to unrest and occasionally revolt, such as one led by Boudica in Britain.
In where?
In Britain.
In where?
In Britain.
Okay, keep that in mind. Keep going.
However, with the large number of troops available to the Romans, these revolts usually ended in failure. As well as protecting territorial gains and stimulating trade, colonies also helped to introduce local people to Roman ideas. Latin was imposed as the official language for the area.
Now, what does that sound like? What language do blacks speak?
English.
All right. What language do Hispanics speak?
They come speaking Spanish, but you got to learn that English, or you gonna get, chastised.
Now, are black people from England?
No.
Are Hispanics from Portugal or Spain?
No.
Keep that in mind. Keep reading.
In some cases, the local languages completely disappeared.
So what is the original language of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans?
Paleo-Phoenician Hebrew.
But niggas don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because their language has been completely disappeared. This is a tactic of the Roman Empire.
Right.
Wherever they go, they absorb and erase the culture of the people. Such as happened to blacks, such as happened to the Hispanics, such as happened to the Native Americans. Everyone else in the world has their language, has their culture, has their history, because these are all people that were subject and were all in bed with the Roman Empire.
Right.
All right, keep reading.
Schools were also set up.
What?
Schools were also set up.
So now we've erased your culture.
Damn.
We've erased your language. Now, where are we gonna send your kids to?
Damn.
Public school. So we're gonna set up public schools in every district. You understand? That's why they're called districts. It goes back to the Roman Empire. You have counties, you have districts. You understand? Every child is zoned to a school district. And within those school districts, you have
schools. And what's crazy is, and in certain schools you have a certain type of learning,
Yeah.
and in other schools you have a different type of learning. You understand? You go to the white side of town, they teach them to be owners, managers, leaders. You go to the black, Hispanic, Native American side of town, they teach you to be workers and earners. You understand? This goes back to the Roman Empire.
Dang.
Keep reading.
This next part crushed my spirit just looking at it. The schools were also set up, and these helped train young people to be loyal to the Roman Empire.
You not gonna stand for the national anthem?
Dang.
You not gonna salute the flag? You're not American. You're not an American. You understand? These tactics go back to the Roman Empire. That's why when Rome came through and conquered, when the leader became submissive to the Roman Empire, they made them bow and kiss the ring. Before the eagle and the Dacian Draco, which is like the flag, they kneeled before the flag. And then they set up schools in the district to teach the children to be loyal to the eagle and the flag. Coincidentally, America, what's their emblem?
The eagle, but it's holding a snake though.
The eagle, you know what I'm saying? And it's holding a snake. Because, and so the snake represents the Draco, the Dacian Draco, the wolf, and the dragon.
Because the original, what's the name, wasn't the eagle for America. It was actually a snake that was separated into 13 sections,
Right.
representing the 13 colonies.
And coincidentally, we talking about a dragon that got 7 heads and 10 horns. You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
Like they putting it right in front of your face. You understand? And whenever America goes somewhere, you're gonna see that eagle and they carrying that American flag. You understand? The same thing that the Romans did. You understand? And America has 800 military bases scattered throughout the world. No other nation, you understand? No other nation has military bases on foreign soil like that. Nobody. Even Putin and them. They don't have military bases set up on these lands. What was it? Where you go?
The embassy.
The embassy. They got embassies set up, and within the embassies, they may have some soldiers from their army. You understand? Right, but they don't have military bases set up on these lands. You understand? Like it's right before your eyes, man. Keep reading.
Say this next part even go, damn, son.
Yeah, we gonna get to it.
If the process was successful, they were given the opportunity to become officials administering the province.
You understand? So if you were a good student in school, you got all A's and B's, you could be a lawyer. You could be a judge. You can be an alderman. You could be a governor. You could be a senator. You could be a state representative. You understand? Because you've proven your loyalty and fealty to Rome, or shall I say America. Oh, wait. There's more. Keep reading.
They would also be granted the right to change their status from a Roman subject
to what?
To a Roman citizen.
Now watch this, right? When you come to America, you get a visa, right? All right? And your visa is to work. To work means to be what? A subject.
Right.
If you prove yourself to be a good worker with your visa, a subject, and jump through all of the hoops, then you get sponsored for citizenship to become an American citizen. Everybody that comes over from other countries, they get a visa to work in their cousin's gas station that they own, in their beauty supply that they own, the nail shop that they own. You understand? And once you prove that you're a good subject, that you're a good worker, of course your cousin and family is going to report back to the Bureau, and they're going to sponsor you for citizenship. You understand? This goes back to the Roman Empire, which lets you know, I'm getting ahead of myself, getting my head of myself.
It's a lie.
Go ahead.
Cause this next what's the name?
With the next paragraph?
The next paragraph.
Oh, it's about you.
I want to pull something up because it's something that go right along.
Go ahead.
With, but I gotta search for it. So if you could just let me, can I search for it real fast? And
No,
send it to
split.
your phone?
I'll start reading the next paragraph. That's fine. Hold on 1 second. You said hook the mic into the speaker. Come on, sir. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. They said it's not coming through clear on the. So that means I'm gonna have to change the audio source to. Hold on, bear with us, y'all. We have a little bit of technical difficulties. Let's do mic input. Oh, that's why. Mic check. Hey, if you guys can hear me, give me a 1. Give me a 1 in the chat. If you can hear me better, give me a 1 in the chat.
And then you might be able to pull this up. I sent it to your phone, but I'm gonna read after we read this part, cause that shit, it just fucked me up. That this just and
Hold on, let me go to the live feed.
Cause I was hearing it early.
Hold on. Make sure they can hear me. If you can hear me in the chat, press 1. Check.
Yeah, you can hear on
Yeah, we good. No sweat. Hey Jeff, were you able to hear good throughout the class, or you been in class? Were you able to hear good? Gone. All right, so Jeff said we good. All right, no sweat. All right, so back to where we were. You said you found it already?
Yeah, I found it and I've already sent it to you. So whenever you get after I read this one, if you could, you might want to put this up on there because it's crazy. Because remember I was telling you about this.
Oh yeah. I'm about to screenshot it right now. All right, go ahead.
All right, so by the 2nd century A.D.
Hold on, let me. Well, go. I'm gonna pull it up on the computer.
Come on.
I got you. Go ahead.
By the 2nd century A.D., the territory of the Roman Empire covered the area occupied by the following modern-day countries: England, Wales, France, Spain, Portugal, Belgium, Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Hungary, Romania, Turkey, Greece, Albania, Yugoslavia, Israel, Lebanon, Tunisia, and parts of Germany, the Soviet Union, Morocco, Algeria, Syria, and Egypt. It has been estimated that in the 2nd century AD, about 54 million people lived in the Roman Empire.
About how many people?
54 million people lived in the Roman Empire.
You understand? So what you have to realize is, let me pull this visual up on the screen for him. What I'm doing is I'm pulling up a map of the Roman Empire compared to today's area in the Mediterranean.
And that's fine, because it's going to go right along with what I just sent you.
No sweat.
Or if I could just drop that out.
Hold on, one sweat. No sweat. Let me pull it up on the screen so they can see what's going on. There we go. Pull it up on the screen. Alright, transition. Alright, so at the top, and let me send it to you so you can
Come on.
Alright, so at the top of the picture, that is the Roman Empire, right? Okay, so the seven heads, right, are the seven major powers that came from the Roman Empire.
Right.
All right. So the seven major powers that came from from the Roman Empire was Portugal, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Russia, and England, right? And if you look at the map, right, look at the top, the major areas: Hispania, Gallia, Italia, Illyrium, and Asia, right? These are the major areas, right? So remember, so Portugal and Spain, they're on the same island. That's Hispania, all right? Then you have Italy, of course, which is where Rome is. You know what I'm saying? Where the heart of Rome was. You know what I'm saying? It still is. You understand? Then you have France, right? Which is Gallia, all right? And Germany is right there as well, all right? Then you have Russia, all right? Russia is Illyrium and Asia. That's Asia Major and Asia Minor, right? And Britain, England is that little red speck that's up in the top corner. You understand? It's that little red speck that's in the top corner above Gallia. You understand? So these are the major powers that came from the Roman Empire. These are the seven heads. Okay? All right? So let me hold on, let me pull up what you just gave me so I can put that on the screen for everybody. Hold on 1 second, y'all.
And it's not to go too deep, but it's
No, I mean, but shoot,
but
you know,
it's crazy because I remember when I looked up the original classification of people and knowing what was occupied as Roman territory in the ancient world.
right.
And seeing what was occupied as Roman territory in the ancient world, this became the basis of origin of where you would find Caucasian people,
Right.
or the people that are considered Caucasian.
Right. All right, go ahead.
So
I got it pulled up.
Caucasian race, this is just in Wikipedia, or Caucasoid or Europid, as an outdated grouping of human beings historically regarded as a biological taxon, which, depending on which of the historical race classification is used, has usually included ancient and modern populations of all parts of Europe, Western Asia, Central Asia, South Asia, North Africa, and the Horn of Africa. These are all people, and these are all people that are not from Rome, but these are areas that was considered Roman districts or Roman territory in the ancient world, and going forward through the ancient world, that were considered letting you know that the Romans are the people from the Caucasus, and the people from the Caucasus
Shoot,
are the Edomites.
Go ahead and read the next paragraph.
Come on, sir.
Hold on, let me move it up so they can see, so they can read right with you.
Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Go ahead.
First introduced in the 1780s by members of the Göttingen School of History.
The Germans. The Germans.
The term denoted one of three purported major races of humankind: Caucasoid, Mongoloid, Negroid. In biological anthropology, Caucasoid has been used as an umbrella term for phenotypically similar groups from these different regions, which focus on a skeletal anatomy and especially cranial morphology without regard to skin tone. Ancient
Without regard to what?
Skin tone.
So that means that it, like, being white don't got nothing to do with the color of your skin.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bob Marley, Caucasoid. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If your daddy white, you a Caucasoid. That's why they said it didn't matter about skin, because the Roman Empire spanned it from the top horn of Africa, all right, to Asia Major and Asia Minor.
Right.
And you best believe wherever they went, they was raping. You know what I'm saying? So, and they had children that they left in these lands. They had the spirit of the Roman Empire or the spirit of Esau. You understand? Keep reading.
Ancient and modern Caucasoid populations were thus not exclusively white, but ranged in complexion from white-skinned to dark brown.
You understand? So that includes Mongoloids. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people in the Arabian Peninsula that they raped. You know what I'm saying? So it's letting you know that a Caucasoid encompasses all the children of Esau.
Good night.
You understand? It ain't just like how we tell you in Israel, it's not about the color of your skin. You can't get caught up in the hijack, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like we had a brother and a sister, two twins, come out to camp. You know what I'm saying? And you think that they were white. You understand? And then Officer Yatazak went over there and talked to the brother of the two, and come to find out, they daddy a straight nigga.
And Salagia,
Captain Yatazak.
The sister, she had the rump of a sister. So you knew. Like,
well, you can't go by that.
But I'm just saying,
you know
hey, look, but it
you
just
know, they can pay for that these days. You know what I'm saying?
That I got another piece on this one though.
Just
another piece. You just scroll down to the third paragraph, and it's the last one. The root term Caucasian has also been used as a synonym for white, or of European, Middle Eastern, or North African ancestry.
You understand? Because these were all conquered areas of the Roman Empire. Okay? That's why they included brown skin. Because he wanted to make sure all of his children were covered. You understand? They're Edomites in all nations. All right? Just like is Israel in all nations. We were scattered to the four corners of the earth. You understand? It's not about who your skin folk is. It's about who your forefathers is.
Good night.
You understand? All right? Let's see. All right, let me, where were we? Okay. All right, so we didn't cover the 7 heads, right? Did we finish?
We went down to the 7 heads. We didn't do the 7 horns, but I did name all.
Hold
of
on,
those
I mean
countries.
the one that the URL that I sent you at the bottom. Did we finish that whole last paragraph?
All the way down to the 54 million people.
Okay, all right, no sweat. All right, so now we're gonna go back to Romans 12.
Revelations 12.
Sorry, Slocky. Romans 12. Revelations 12.
Getting
All
on
right,
it.
and let's go back to verse 3
Con.
and read the whole thing again.
Con. It's the book of Revelations, chapter 12, verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head.
All right. So it had the 7 heads, all right, had 7 crowns, which lets you know that these were the powers. You know what I'm saying? Of this dragon that came from this dragon that came from Rome. But on those heads, they had 10 horns. All right? So what are the horns? All right, so let's go back to the map. All right, so the 10 horns are the market regions that were set up by these nations. All right, go back to that last paragraph again
The list?
From the Spartacus Educational
Con.
and so and read the names again. So all right, so the 7 powers are Portugal, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Russia, and England. All right. Now, read the countries again.
England,
We got them out the way.
Wales.
That's a part of England. Keep going.
You want every name that's not a part of the 7?
No,
or you
just
just want
keep
them all?
reading. Just keep reading.
France,
Done.
Spain,
Done.
Portugal,
Done.
Belgium.
All right, now there we go. All right. So now if you look at the map, all right, let me pull the map up. All right. So you have Belgium. All right. So Belgium, all right, is a smaller country in between the other countries. It's a market, right, that's set up to sell for the powers, right? The major powers of the country. All right? Keep reading.
Switzerland,
That's another one. You know what I'm saying? What is Switzerland known for? You know what I'm saying? They watches. You know what I'm saying? It's they're a merchant, a marketplace country. Keep reading.
Austria,
There you go. Keep reading.
Italy,
Keep reading.
Hungary,
Keep reading.
Romania,
Mm-hmm.
Turkey,
Mm-hmm.
Greece,
Mm-hmm.
Albania,
Mm-hmm.
Yugoslavia,
Mm-hmm.
Israel,
Mm-hmm.
Lebanon,
Mm-hmm.
Tunisia,
Keep reading.
and parts of Germany,
Keep reading.
the Soviet Union, Morocco, Algeria, Syria, and Egypt.
All right. So the 10 horns are Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Ireland, Switzerland, Australia, Scotland, Austria, Denmark, and America. All right? These are all marketplaces of the 7 powers, the 7 heads. You understand? Hell, Australia, they turned Australia into a prison for England. You understand? That's dang on near what America was at first. The people they sent over here, the pilgrims, you understand? These were the lesser desirables,
Degenerates.
the degenerates. You understand? That's why when we read last week, all they cared about. Oh, Salaki, y'all can't even see the map. My bad. Hold on, let me fix it. All right. So they said that the Pilgrims and the Puritans, they would drink beer more preferred to water, and they would do shameful acts in sin and commit sodomy, sleeping with men, because they were just drunk all the time. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have no women of their people because they only sent men over here. They didn't send women over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, if we caught you trying to take one of our women, we'd kill you. So they'd sleep with each other. They would rape each other. You understand? This is documented history. You understand? If you want more reference to it, you can go to the last class. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about the history of Thanksgiving, dealing with the Pilgrims and the Puritans. All right? So these are marketplaces of these nations. All right? So, all right, let me go back to it. All right, boom, 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 boom. All right, keep reading. So now that we've established that the woman is the bride of Christ, all right, which has a crown upon her head, so the crown represents power. Her crown was the 12 stars, which is the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Right. All right. So they were the bride to the bridegroom was travailing, trying to bring forth a child into this earth, which is the spirit or the seed of Christ. Right? Our people coming back into the knowledge of self. So John had a vision that our people were going to lose their knowledge, lose who they are. You understand? And it was going to be very hard for them to get back to who they are. And it was because of the red dragon, the spirit of the red dragon, which is the Roman Empire, which brought forth in modern day through Portugal, Spain, who are the conquistadors, who conquered South America. All right? And then Italy, Germany, France, and England, right, who tried to conquer North America. They battled out for North America. All right? Which is why people in Louisiana speak Creole, which is broken French. Both my grandmothers, you understand, speak broken French. You understand? Like when they're like, I mean, I never know how to speak, but I know when I was getting cussed out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why they speak Creole. You understand? That's the reason why, I mean, we don't care about Hamites, but that's the reason why the people in South Africa are able to speak Dutch, because they were conquered by the Dutch. You know what I'm saying? You speak and keep you speak the language and keep the culture of your oppressor. All right? So, all right, and then the other figureheads that perpetuated the spirit, and like think of it like you have a governor, you have a senator, you know what I'm saying? You have governors, right? You have city councilmen, you have aldermen, right? So all of these are representatives from micro to macro. You understand? From small, the head of the pyramid, to the feet of the pyramid, which is vast, to control. All right? Okay? And then, going back to Romans 12, all right? So, go to verse 4.
Con. And his tail drew the third part of the stars of heaven.
You understand? So the tail of the dragon drew a third part of the stars that was on the crown of the woman's head. So from the spirit of this dragon basically coerced our people into keeping the culture of the white man. You understand? Keep reading.
And did cast them to the earth.
You understand? And cast us from our high estate, you understand, from the heavens to a lower state. You know what I'm saying? To where we're the ones that are subjects. You understand? There's a famous statue of Teddy Roosevelt on a horse, and on the left side of the horse is a Native American, and on the right side of the horse is a Negro. You understand? And it goes back to that scripture, you know what I'm saying? I've seen things under the sun, servants on horses and rulers walking. You understand? Like they've knocked us to the ground. We're not in the ruling class anymore. You understand? Keep reading.
And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born.
You understand? So anybody, the dragon was standing there. You understand? At the womb. So anybody that came into the truth or knowledge of self, they're called crazy. You understand? They're lynched, tarred, feathered. You understand? Thrown in prison, locked away. You understand? Looking to devour you so you can't spread the spirit of Christ, because they know, the dragon knows, once you spread the spirit of the Lord, what spirit is no longer in the earth? The spirit of the dragon, the spirit of Esau, the spirit of the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? Because the scripture says that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is that follow thereafter.
Right.
You understand? So this class is strictly about breaking down the fallacies, removing the mystery, the rose-colored lenses off the eyes. You understand? Keep reading.
And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron.
With the what?
With a rod of iron. And her child was caught up into the power and to his throne.
And who is that?
Christ.
Christ. You understand? Keep reading.
And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared for the power.
You understand? All right, so give me Revelations. Let's see. Yeah, give me Revelations 11 and 12.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them.
Keep reading.
And verse 13, and that same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and the earthquake, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the power of heaven.
Keep reading.
The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
You understand? So the second woe is past. So there are three woes. You know what I'm saying? 3 destructions. All right? So the third woe is the third world's war. You understand? Keep reading. Matter of fact, drop down to 18.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants.
Unto who?
Unto thy servants.
I thought the reward. Oh, let's get more specific. Thy servants and what?
Thy servants, the prophets.
You know what I'm saying? But I thought the servants, like the Edomites, like, ain't they Christians?
The prophets.
Ain't Asians Christians?
Thy servants, the prophets.
Ain't Africans Christians?
The prophets.
Ain't Russians Christians?
The prophets.
So the only way that you gonna receive a reward is if you of the nation of kings and priests.
Right.
Which is Yasha Allah, the power. Keep reading.
And to the saints.
which is who?
The saints, or the saints are Israelites. I mean, I can pull the precept if you
Yeah,
like.
go
But
ahead.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go and pull that song.
Okay.
I mean, it's two of them. It's like no, actually, it's three of them.
It's like three of them in song.
Yeah. Don't matter whichever one.
Come. Just a moment. Go to my bookmarks. Psalms 140.
So it should be 148.
148 and 11.
Mm-hmm.
So I gotta go to my bookmarks. I always gotta be able to cut a Christian. All
Got it?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 148 and 11. Oh crap, this ain't the one. It is the one. Where's it? Kings of the earth and all people, judges.
I got you. Hold on.
I thought it was 148 and 11.
It is.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not 11. It's 14. Salakia.
Go ahead.
This book of Psalms, chapter 148 and 14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praises of all his saints, even of the children of Israel, a people near unto him.
So in order to get your reward, first you have to be a servant of the Lord, right? Which in the servants of the Lord are the prophets, and it says, and the saints. So the prophets are Israelites, and the saints are all the children of Israel. You understand? Men and women. Keep reading.
Salakia, I got an even better one.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? This is the book of Psalms, chapter 50, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
Gather my saints together unto me, those that I have made a covenant with me by sacrifice.
You understand? And the only people that the Lord made a covenant with is Israel. Those are the saints of the Lord. You understand? All right, go back to verse 18 in Revelation chapter 11. Let's finish that out.
11:18. And this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth.
So man, if you're not doing the work of the Lord, man, you understand? Ain't no reward for you. And then it says those that are small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So let's get that precept. Give me Jeremiah 16. You know what I want.
It's not looking good for Esau.
No, it's not. You know what I'm saying? You know, and Christians to have you believe that the day of the Lord, you know, we all gonna get caught up singing "Oh Happy Day" in the sky.
But the day of the Lord is.
Yeah, give me Jeremiah 16 and 16.
16, 16. Okay. Come. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Most High.
So that's the time that we in right now. You understand? From the time that Christ left to where we at right now until Christ come back, our job is to fish. You understand? To travail, to bring forth the seed of Christ, the spirit of Christ into this earth, to fight with our brothers and sisters to bring them to the knowledge of truth. We fight every week. Like General Muhammad said, to choose to be in the UPK, you're choosing the losing side.
Right.
You understand? The side that's not popular. The side that's not cool. You understand? We are everything that the world hates. You understand? Right now, it's toxic to be a man.
Damn.
You understand? Being a whore is celebrated.
God.
You understand? In here is righteous men and women.
That's right.
It's not whores and homosexuals.
Damn right.
You understand? To be in here is to be hated. To be naturally what you are, a saint.
Damn.
You understand? Don't choose to be a sinner. You understand? Go ahead.
And Salakia,
Go ahead.
sir, it's just crazy because, you know, when you was the person that everybody could talk bad behind your back about all the business they knew about you, the hoes you sleeping with,
Yeah.
all the weeds you smoke,
Yeah.
all the rods you blow.
Yeah.
That's when they love. That's when they hate to love you. Well, no, that's when they love to hate you.
Yeah.
But at least there's some love in there.
Oh yeah.
And now, when you ain't blowing all that rod, and you're not blowing all that weed, and you ain't sleeping with all them whores, you ain't lying,
Right.
you doing everything that they always told you to do as a child, and
Right.
now you doing it in the name of the Most High, and you dead wrong. They can't even look at you. Nobody want to hug you no more.
Right.
They don't want to call your phone no more.
Right.
And they call your phone when they in distress.
Right.
When they done smoked up all their money and need gas money.
Bro, when I was a weed smoking Christian, bro, my phone stayed ringing. You know what I'm saying?
Non-stop.
Like my mama loved me, man. I'm talking about she you know, he going to church though. He gonna be okay. I'm talking about I would, nigga, as soon as I get in my car in the church parking lot,
Sound like a Lil Wayne
know what
goddamn
I'm
mixtape
saying?
starting up.
sparking that thing up. You feel me? You know,
Right.
you know, going to a church house. You know, 'cause my mother's a reverend. You know what I'm saying? So I got to see the behind the veil of church, and it's just so much homosexuality, whoredom, and
Damn, out of one.
whoremongering.
You the pastor's son?
You know what I'm saying? Going on in the church, bro.
Damn.
Like I'm talking about, you know, pastors knocking off deacon wives. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always something. It's always some mess. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that here in the UPK. You understand?
Most High in Christ.
All right, keep reading. Jeremiah 16:16.
Come on. And they shall fish them.
Mm-hmm.
After I will send for many hunters,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall hunt them from every mountain
Mm-hmm.
and from every hill
Mm-hmm.
and out of the holes of the rocks.
And out of every hole of the rock, out of the cleft of the rock. So when the Lord come, you know what I'm saying? We done fished out everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's why the scripture says the Lord gonna come like a thief in the night. He not gonna come when you know he coming, because it's like if you know your daddy gonna be home every day from work at 5:30, you gonna make you'll BS all day. But right before you know he about to come home,
Quick clean.
What you gonna do? Quick clean. You gonna make sure your spot service everything that he gonna look at. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't fold your clothes, you gonna make them flat on the bed. You gonna throw the comforter on top of it to make it look like you made your bed and you folded all of the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You gonna sweep all the dirt under the bed or under the rug.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? To make it look like you doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But no man knoweth the day, the time, or the hour. You know what I'm saying? When Christ is coming. That's why it says to tarry not. You know what I'm saying? Don't put it off. Don't put off tomorrow what you can do today.
Right.
You understand? So, and he gonna destroy everything moving. You know what I'm saying? Like 2/3 of Israel gonna perish. You understand? So, and then 2/3 of the world gonna perish. And everybody that's left, we gonna hunt them out of every cliff, out of every hole of the rocks. You know, they gonna go back to what they know. They gonna go back to being cave dwellers.
Good night.
You know what I'm saying? To try and hide. They're going to try and mold into the earth. But it ain't going to help. You understand? So we going to stop right here. And we going to pick up right here next week. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to Black Watch. I was about to say the grill. You know what I'm saying? Y'all tune in to Black Watch. You know what I'm saying? With all the heavy hitters, with Commander Jerry Hunt and the generals. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get y'all fix. You understand what's going on in Israel so y'all can have y'all mind ready, you know what I'm saying, to deal with what's going on. So remember, you know what I'm saying, the world that we living in is still the Roman Empire. They just done repackaged it and remixed it, you understand, into what it is today. You know what I'm saying? And with that, we're going to say Amagium, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn, face the east. We're going to say the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew and in English. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Quadash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Natalanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawatinawa, Wala'ah, Tabi'ainawa, Banasai 1, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, La'awalamium, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sar, turn your face to front. Go give a courtesy salute to the brothers, then to the sisters. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Abaji, Ra, Yahweh Shem Yahushua Barakatah, Yazamatah, Sar, turn your face to sisters. Men of Israel, Mighty Shabbat, Abaji, Ra, Yahweh Shemar Thah Shem Yahushua. Yazamatah, dismiss.